Hey, can anyone hear me? Hey, I'm Daniel. It's nice to see you all here. It's Daniel from the Pico team. We're going to be talking about Pico today. Hello. Hope you're all well. Hope this is working. You can hear me, right? I'm guessing you can. Okay, so I'm Daniel from the Pico team. We're going to be discussing our Pico crowdfunding campaign today. Joining us in a minute is Arun, the founder of Pico himself. He's going to run us through the idea, where it came from, his past projects, this project, how it's going. Okay, let's see if he's here. Waiting for Arun. Hello, Arun.
Hey,
How are you?
awesome. Thanks for inviting, man.
Great. So, let's talk about Pico. Got one right here.
Whoa,
And everything.
that looks awesome.
Yeah. So, we're here with Arun, founder of Pico. We're going to talk about the Kickstarter campaign. How it's going. How about you introduce us to Pico? Where did the idea come from?
Awesome. So we are Altifarm. Altifarm has been our first product. It's a big home farm. It's a big indoor farm. We started off with a crowdfunding campaign, I guess 3 years back. Last year we had Herb Station, which was a smaller, more beautiful version of Altifarm, a little more accessible. And then we thought we need to make something a little more personal and a little more much more accessible, something that anybody can have without inhibitions of whether I know farming, growing at home, whether I have green thumb. Let's take all that out of the question and make something cool, fun, something more like a gadget. So yeah, that's how Pico came into being.
Because the original Altifarm and Herb Station, they're bigger products, no?
They're far bigger. Yeah.
And Pico, as we can see, it's tiny. Fits in my palm.
Yeah.
Stands.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so where did the name come from?
Oh, good question. So Altifarm is a relatively big name. Herb Station, too big. My son is 5 years old. He couldn't pronounce it. So we wanted something a little more generic sounding, a little more cute and personal. So yeah, and it's small. So Pico means 1 into 10 raised to 10, I guess, or 16. I don't know. So Pico means mathematically small. So yeah, that's where it came from.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those prefixes, no? For meter.
Yeah,
Centimeter,
nanometer,
millimeter,
picometer.
picometer.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't think
so
I don't think you can make it any smaller than this. So yeah, this is where it ends on this in the size scale.
okay, cool. We have the same one, huh?
Yeah.
But there's 3 other colors, aren't there?
Yeah, we got the orange, and we got the silver
Crispy mint.
crispy mint. Yeah. So yeah, and the surprise is we decided to have a crowdsourced color, and the poll is, how is the poll going? I think it's going pretty tight at the moment, right?
Yeah. Between the new colors, let's see what backers choose. Okay, and so how does Pico work? What's the idea? What does it include? Because it's small,
Yeah,
but there's a lot going on in this small size, no?
yeah, that's correct. So we got self-watering. So what are the pain points that someone like me had? I was never into gardening or farming or anything of that sort. Every plant I touched, they all died. So what is the pain point that people have? It's watering. Mostly it's watering, overwatering, underwatering. How much water? Did I forget? Did I add too much? So that is something
Yeah.
we needed to fix. So we had a novel self-watering system inside. So you pour water through this. It's stored in the bottom here, and it works with capillary action. It's pretty rudimentary, but it works. It works every single time, and it takes away the botheration from the user whether I have to add more or less. We got grow
Mm-hmm.
lights because I'm in an apartment. I don't have a balcony. I don't have direct sunlight, so we need something there where uh,
Yeah.
we had to take sun out of the equation, and yeah, we wanted something that people can grow even in winter. So we got grow lights, and we got these cool telescope thing which goes up and down. So as the
So as the
plant
plant
grows,
grows, yeah, exactly.
you pull it up. It's
Pico
like
grows with
it's
it.
like yeah, it's like a radio antenna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, old school telescopic radio antenna.
Yeah, and
And
we
so
got
it's yeah.
USB-C on both the sides.
Mm-hmm.
So you can even daisy chain them, which means you can pass power through one to one. So it looks like a nice, you know,
So
a
you can have a
chain of
little garden with the different pots.
yeah.
Okay. And these LEDs, there's 4 of them, yeah?
There are 4 of them. There are 2 white, and there are one black, and I mean one red and
Blue?
one blue. So these are special wavelengths that are meant for horticulture. These are not normal colored LEDs. These are highly sophisticated. We buy it from Osram. It's a German
Mm-hmm.
manufacturer. They are supposed to be very good, and the plants grow like crazy under these.
And so they're powerful LEDs, and it's giving plants the wavelength that they
Yeah,
need.
that's
No,
correct.
they need red
That's
and
correct.
blue and general white light.
Yeah.
Cool. And then so you explain the water reservoir to the people watching us. Hello again, everyone who's joining us. We're talking Pico here with founder Arun. And so yeah, you fill up the water. No, there's these holes. There's a funnel that you can you see those holes there?
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
funnel, no, that you can fill the water up. Fills a reservoir here. You can see how much water there is. What kind of plants would you grow in Pico?
There's no limitation. There's no seed pod, special seed, or anything like that. You can grow anything. You can take a plant cutting. You can take any seeds or transplant, put a sapling, anything. But you can't grow a really big tomato plant or something like that. The roots can't be too deep. The plant can't be too. But still, it's fairly tall. It's about 8 inches, 8 to 9 inches of vertical
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, you can't
So
grow a willow tree, but you shouldn't be growing a willow tree in your apartment anyways, no?
yeah, that's correct.
And so it's perfect for herbs and things like that in the kitchen, no? Because it grows them fast. And you can use them
Absolutely.
with your meals.
Yeah.
Okay. And then one thing we didn't talk about is the attachment points, no? There's multiple attachment points.
That's correct. That's correct.
Have we lost Arun? Have we lost myself? Is everyone still here? Okay, yep. Yeah, I think we lost it slightly. So you were saying the
So we
attachment?
got, yeah, it's like a GoPro. You can attach multiple of these. So the standard one is the
Mm-hmm.
magnetic one. We have a Velcro pouch, a Velcro patch, and a wall hanging pack. So it's easy to replace these, and you can pretty much put it everywhere. So that's one of the USPs of Pico. You can stick it on a wall. You know,
Yeah, exactly. Because in small
you
apartments
can.
or small kitchens, where do you put plants? They take up
Yeah,
space.
that's correct.
And so here it lifts them up off the ground. You can stick it to your couch. You can stick it to your fridge. I think can I show that? Not the fridge,
Please.
but I have something magnetic here. The leg of this table. Oh, there we
Wow.
are.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we're having a lot of fun with that, sticking it to
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
For anyone just joining us, we're talking about Pico with Arun, the founder. So how's the Kickstarter campaign going? Why did you choose to launch on Kickstarter? Have you done it before?
We have done Kickstarter for Herb Station before. The power of community is incredible. So for something like this, which is for the masses, there's no better platform than Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm. And so you have your community, and they've given you feedback on your past projects.
Absolutely, absolutely. The community is always hand-holding us as we take a product to the market, and they give you very critical, very important feedback for improvement. And yeah, they're quite supportive. They are your ambassadors.
Yeah. But this campaign now, it's really blown up, no? It's become the most funded, the most backed campaign,
It's crazy.
planned
It's crazy.
campaign, yeah?
We never expected to be here. It's you know
And
it's
the power
incredible.
of community.
Yeah.
And how much is left of the campaign?
We got I think we got 9 days left. Right? Yeah, we got
Nine
nine
days,
days
so not
left.
long.
Yeah.
Join in, everyone. Back it fast. Running out of time. And
Yeah.
there's certain aspects, no, of backing it through the Kickstarter campaign that we won't get after, because you can't get this on Amazon. You can't get this anywhere else.
That's correct.
And so Kickstarter campaign backers, they're in for a treat. They have a limited edition, the color, no, which is still to be decided. All the campaigners
Yeah,
are
that's
voting
correct.
on their favorite color. And then what
That's
about,
correct.
so right now we have to have it plugged in via USB-C, don't we?
Yeah.
But then the sun doesn't shine all day. How does the day and night work?
Yeah, that's the magic of a Pico timer. That's a stretch goal that we opened up. So it was that's quite some time back. It's already out there. We've been thinking about the development of it. So it makes it easy for you to it takes the automation one step further. It turns on at 6 in the morning, turns off at 8 in the evening. So it simulates the natural window of sunlight, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's a pass through. I don't have a prototype yet, so it'll be sorry. It'll be at the starting point of the wire that you have. Just after it's a pass through between the power cord and between the cable comes the Pico timer, and it simply turns it on and turns it off. That's it.
So same idea as this, that we have one USB-C cable going in here, and it comes out the other side. Can you see it there?
Yeah.
And it passes through the power. You'd connect this at the start, and all your daisy chained Picos would work on that timer, yeah?
That's correct. That's correct.
Great. And then why doesn't it have a battery? So if I wanted to stick it without the cable, how does that work?
So Pico, as we know, is already tiny. This is now bigger than a big, a normal a battery bank. So we don't have space for a battery to be inside this. And then you got water inside. Water, electricity, they don't go well together,
Yeah.
right? And the main thing that we need to understand is plants need a lot of power, a lot of energy. particularly when you're growing edibles, they need a lot of light energy to convert into the tissue and the fruit and the leaf and everything. So that means you're giving them about 16 hours of power a day, and this is 5 volt of current. So 5 volt 2 ampere of current being pulled up by it. So if you connect it to a power bank, no matter how good the battery is, it is going to, again, this is supposed to be automated, this is supposed to work by itself. So why do you want the botheration of charging the power bank or any of that? Ideally, this is supposed to be, it's supposed to be there, it's supposed to be doing its job, and all you need to do is occasionally water it and harvest the fruits of your labor.
Yeah, you're not taking it with you on trips.
That's correct. And everyone has a power bank. I have like 3 or 4 lying around. So if you
you could connect.
If you want to, you could connect it. So if we add a battery in this is going to be what, $100 more expensive, $60 more expensive. So you already have a battery bank. Why don't you connect it if that's what you want?
And it's harder to ship. I think there are restrictions. No.
Yeah. You need to go through a lot of regulations.
Like this, it's beautiful simplicity. No added pieces that can go wrong, that can break. The battery as well. After time, it'll stop holding its charge.
Yeah.
So by not integrating a battery, now the working life of Pico is extended.
That's correct.
And so how can people get Pico? I think a lot of people know, but just in case for people tuning in right now, how would people get their Pico right now?
So go to Kickstarter. Luckily, we are on the first page at the moment. So back us. Your cards would be charged, I think, at the end of the campaign. And sometime next month, we'll start shipping out the early birds. And soon after, you will have yours. Hopefully, in these times.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
Hopefully, in these times of social distancing and home confinement, Pico should be able to give you some connection here.
Yeah, bring nature into the house, because it's really easy to grow things in Pico. No, it takes care of everything for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you were saying that you killed a lot of plants to begin with, and you wanted to make it easier for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's shipping soon, in a few weeks.
Shipping. Yep. We got all the molds and tools and everything ready. We got all the components ordered. So soon after, we'll get started with the production.
And where does it ship? Where can people buy it from?
It ships from Bombay, and we are talking with a few shipping providers, Easy Ship, Flow Ship, and ShipBob and all that. So yeah.
And it ships everywhere?
They are supposed to. Yeah, it ships everywhere, worldwide.
Great. Let's see what questions we're getting from the Pico community. Great question from Danny Megart. Hi, Pico can grow plants in dark areas. So I guess, could you have Pico in the bathroom, for example, in a dark bathroom growing plants?
Absolutely.
Because it has everything it needs. No, it has everything the plant needs.
Yeah.
What's a great starter plant for someone who hasn't grown plants before? Just in general, that would work in Pico, but that would also serve as a great introduction into the world of growing plants.
If you're talking of edibles, something like basil, mint, these are pretty easy to grow, and they love these grow lights. They just love to suck in all that goodness of the LEDs, and they just love to branch out and they go real full in no time.
And then you can snip them in the process, no? So once it's grown a bit and the leaves have sprouted, then you can start using it already to cook your meals.
Yeah,
bit by bit.
yeah. So it makes, I mean, yeah, sorry.
You're saying it makes it easier to grow?
When it comes to edibles, stuff like basil, mint, thyme, oregano, these are all pretty easy to grow. When you have plenty of water, access to water and sunlight, water and light, they grow pretty well. And cosmetic, ornamental plants, anything like a Chinese money plant or lavender, stuff like that. All that, they all love it.
And then what about the substrate? What about the growing mediums? Right now I've got soil in mine, just standard soil that I dug up from the garden. But what else could you grow plants in Pico?
We have tried soilless method with cocoa peat. In that you have to add nutrients into the water and add it into the self-watering kit, so you can grow 100% hydroponically without using soil. I think you can also, in that method, you can also use another, stuff like rock wool or any other inert medium. Yeah, but I think I see a lot of.
Hydroponically, you can grow with soil.
You can grow hydroponically. Yeah.
And you're not limited. You don't need to buy a special kit or refill or anything.
No.
Okay. Well, we've got a lot of people joining us. For those who haven't been here since the start, we're talking Pico with our friend Arun, founder of Pico.
Hey.
Founder and creator. So yeah, the Kickstarter campaign is ending in 9 days, you said?
Yeah.
You can check out the link. It's in the bio. You can go to the Kickstarter page and back us and get your own Pico. Shipping in a few weeks. It's the most funded, most backed plant campaign ever. Quite a milestone. It's been quite a journey. So yeah, I don't know. Thank you everyone for joining us. I don't know if there are any last minute questions. You can leave your questions in the comments. Is there anything else you can say maybe about the timer? You said it comes on at 8 in the morning, 6 in the evening.
It comes on at it's already programmed. All you need to do is, it comes with just a single button and an LED. When it comes to you, all you need to do is to punch in your current local time in hours in a 24-hour cycle. So if it's like 6 in the morning, you press it 6 times and you lock the current time zone, the current time of the day. And then there is a clock inside. There's an RTC clock and a tiny battery inside, which will keep the count on and turn it on at 6 in the morning, turn off at 8 in the evening.
Like how the laptops and phones keep track of time, no?
Yeah.
Okay. And so I guess if you wanted to, you could trick it, and have your Pico come on at night and be a nice, nice little night light in the kitchen.
That's possible.
And we said it's only available on Kickstarter now. Do you have any future plans? Where are you going next?
We were at CES recently. We unveiled another product. It was a prototype. It's a product called Spacebox. It's a fully automated grow box. It's like a mini refrigerator. So that's got a lot of automation, AI, app, and a lot of engineering goes into it. So that's something we've been working on our off hours. So maybe
So that's like in the other direction. You went from
that's in
herb
it.
station to something simple, and now you're going in the complete opposite direction.
That's correct.
AI plant growth.
Yeah.
Okay. There's people asking still if it can run off a power bank. We spoke about this before, but yes, you could run it off a power bank. The reason it doesn't ship with one is because of all the complications that would entail. But if you have a power bank, you can easily connect it. Someone's asking, can they find out more on about Spacebox online?
Not at all.
Not
Not
yet?
yet. Not
Okay.
yet. We
Stay
have some
tuned.
pictures on our social media back in January, I think.
Okay.
You can grow
Um,
all funny plants in it.
Great. We'll look forward to seeing more about that then. Could you grow chilies in Pico? Somebody's asking.
Yeah, the tiny or the hybrid varieties of chili, tomato, strawberry. You can do all that.
Okay. Yeah, now it's the strawberry season. We were eating some today.
Yeah,
We'll plant some of the seeds in Pico, see what happens.
yeah.
You spoke before about nutrients in the water. It's
Mm-hmm.
Dimasham is asking about what kind of nutrients would you add to the water?
The usual suspects in hydroponics, NPK, and if you want to do some other trace elements, yeah, you do those.
Okay. Just reading up some questions now. People are asking more about the color when they get to
Mm-hmm.
pick it. You can pick it in the polls. No, there's a survey asking for which color, which new color people would like to unlock. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. So we have three original colors, and the fourth one is the one that we are taking a poll with. So these four colors become your option, and at the end of the campaign, you can choose between these four colors.
Okay. And we can see those, I think, in the update.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, those four colors. Someone's asking, do you sell in bulk? They wanted to get 20 picos. How would they go about
Uh,
that?
we have, I think we have a 15 pack available now.
Oh,
And
wow.
after the beauty of Kickstarter is uh, that a lot of interest comes from potential distributors, potential partners, retail opportunities. So we are really humbled with the kind of response we've been getting. And yeah, Pico will be in stores soon. Maybe in 4 to 5 months, it should be available in retail.
Okay. But they won't be able to get that limited color, the limited edition that we're doing on
No,
Kickstarter.
no, no, no. That's something you can boast about. This is my Kickstarter edition.
Okay. And you were talking before about daisy chaining them together. So
Yeah.
Pico has USB-C cable, normal
Mm-hmm.
standard USB-C cable, plugs in on one side, and then there's another port on the other side, the second USB-C. And you can daisy chain them together. How many could you daisy chain together?
I think you can do up to 6 of them. You can do 6 of them.
Okay. And that's just with a regular charger, plug it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Have a little rainforest in your kitchen.
Kitchen, bathroom, on the fridge, in your car.
I think people are still asking about the how to choose the color. We'll go over that again. The answer is in the survey. You can check for the updates on the Kickstarter page. No? One of the updates, we have a survey for picking the next color. The color that will only be available to Kickstarter backers. Um, let's see what other questions the community is offering. People are asking, how do they join? How can they join Pico? They'd love a job as a designer.
We have an amazing bunch of designers with us here. We have got Karan, Vaishnavi, Sumit, Prabhakar. There are four of us who are crazy about building and creating. We actually have some other surprises coming as a stretch goal. Maybe we are just whacking our brains out now. Perhaps coming few days.
Okay, we'll look forward to that. Somebody's asking, do you ship to Singapore? I'm guessing yes. We ship worldwide. Pico, can you hear me, Arun?
Yeah.
Pico ships to Singapore, right?
It ships everywhere.
Ships everywhere. Awesome. Wherever you are, you can get your Pico. So, thank you everyone for joining us, for asking your questions. Let's go for one final round. Remember, you can ask your questions in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to answer all of them. How does the watering work? So we spoke about this a little bit at the beginning, but we can go over it again. There are 3 holes here.
There's a funnel underneath.
Holes.
There's a funnel underneath here. The funnel is always there. You get 2 funnels per Pico. So one is docked in the bottom. The other one is your everyday funnel. So attach the funnel in these slots. Pour water through the funnel. Take it into the bottom here. There's a tiny marking here, max and min.
Yep.
So you have to top it to max and then leave it for about 10 days or so. That's all you need to do. You don't have to figure out how much water the plant needs or anything.
And for 10 days, it'll water your plant.
Yeah. Depends on plant to plant. Some are thirsty, they drink a lot, so you might have to top up a little sooner.
Okay. And how does that work? How does Pico or the plant know how much water needs to be given?
So it works with capillary action, and there's an equilibrium that is inside the system. There's an equilibrium where as the roots suck in more water, the wick inside sucks more water upwards from the space in the bottom here. So you always have a certain amount. There's always there's always some amount of water in the bottom, and your plants, the soil is inside. There's a tiny wick in the middle, so it keeps sucking it up from the bottom.
Okay, so it's essentially learning from how plants work. It's essentially how plants work, no? They suck the water towards them through the soil.
Yeah.
And in the same way, now Pico sucks water from the water reservoir into the soil.
That's correct.
The plants suck it up from the soil.
That's correct.
Very cool. And I think I was just looking. We're less than $2,000 away from hitting $1 million on Kickstarter. So for those of you tuning in now, Pico, it's a project. It's available on Kickstarter. It's a planter. And we're nearly crossing the 1 million mark. So
wow, that's an incredible milestone, isn't it?
It is. It's insane. It's been a crazy month. This is the final stretch. 9 days left.
So Pico is the first plant-related product to hit $1 million, in my knowledge.
Yep, I think you're right. 12,200 backers already. 12,200 people who are going to start growing, maybe perhaps for the first time, with Pico. They'll be introduced to the world of growing plants with Pico.
That's right.
Somebody here just joined. They want to see the back side. These are magnets. There's 3 different mounting points for Pico. One of them is magnetic. I'll show you how that works again, just because it's so fun and satisfying. Magnets are always fun. See, just stuck there. There's nothing there, just magnets. You could stick that to the fridge, stick that anywhere you wanted. And there's also 2 other mounting options, aren't there?
Yeah.
The wall mounts, which is just hooks. You can switch these out fast, the mounting points. There's one with hooks, and there's one with Velcro. So you can stick it to your couch, which is that's a strange option. How did you come up with that?
Velcro is for sticking on a bathroom mirror or on a glass window. We thought of suction cups. They lose their strength in some time. We figure, we fiddle with that. So what's the next best way to stick it on a glass kind of a thing? You can do something like an adhesive tape, like a GoPro. They're very strong, but if you can't pull it on and off very often. So what's the next best thing to do? So that's how we landed with Velcro.
I never considered that, but it's a great idea. You can stick it anywhere, essentially, with that. You just get a piece of adhesive Velcro. You could stick it to your wall. You could stick it to the window. Stick it to anything that's not magnetic or that you don't want to drill into.
Yeah.
Remember, everyone, Pico's live on Kickstarter. You can find the link in the bio below. It'd be great if you check out the page and back our project. Help us cross the 1 million threshold. We're getting there, little by little. So yeah, it was great. It was great talking to you, Arun. I think we're gonna.
Thank you so much, Dan.
Thank you. Keep designing great things. I want to see what was it? Space box, yeah. But right, let's focus on Pico for now. 9 days left, everyone. Check out the campaign on Kickstarter and get your own Pico. Bye, Arun. Have a nice afternoon.
Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you.